Hey everyone, it's Truth to Mean Astrology readings, and this is what's happening today. So today we've got a dose of coldness and slowness instead of the high energy type feelings of Jupiter opposition Uranus, because today we have Venus in Pisces square Saturn in Sagittarius. And let me show you something. When you've got a square going on, square between Venus and Mars and Saturn, and then you've got one planet in the middle, then you've got a formula that majorly intensifies the square, especially when it's the sun. This has happened before with other major aspects. I've seen this when Saturn was squaring Neptune last year, and it's a notable moment of triggering. It's a moment when the energy of this square or this aspect kicks in. When one planet, especially the sun, is in the middle, semi squaring both squaring planets. So that's why there's more of a wave of slowness today. There's some watery, slow kind of lethargic energy. That's what we have. And after there was a lot of very irritating energy because the powers that be, the people that, not necessarily one organized force, but the way the power structure is, they like to create chaos. They like to take the energy that's in the air. I don't know if they're aware of astrology or not. It seems that some of them are and some aren't. But it seems that there are concerted efforts to make frenzied, divisive energy. They want to divide people, they want to get people up in a frenzy. There are people out there that like to do that to people. Powers. So in this time of Jupiter opposition Uranus, it's a lot of energy. It's a lot of high energy, inspired type stuff, especially today. Well, it would be that way today with Venus quincunx Jupiter exactly, but the Saturn aspect, Venus and Mars square Saturn is very much slowing that down. But it's also a very strange equation because, well, I don't know if Venus and Mars are going to conjoin. I think they're going to conjoin. So that will warm it up more. But Venus is about to enter a retrograde, actually. Venus is going to start going really slowly in Aries, and then it's going to retrograde back into Pisces. But basically, today we have a really slow day. Saturnian, lethargic, slow kind of day. And people will be kind of irritated without much energy today and for the next entire week, basically, because this is a slow square. Mars squared Saturn already. Mars square Saturn, and Venus is now squaring Saturn, and it hasn't even peaked yet. It won't peak for a few days, and we're already feeling it. The Sun semi-squaring both is making it peak before it peaks, basically. Major factor. And today the Sun in Capricorn is also making it slow. And Mercury sextile Neptune right there, Mercury sextile Neptune. That's normally a very intuitive aspect, but on this type of Saturnian slow day, it's more of just a watery, dreamy, introspective flavor added to the day. But when Mercury conjoins Pluto there, we're gonna get this, scorpionic, intense, uh, very emotional, intense, explosive energy. So, it's gonna be a little bit more rough of a week than it's been in a minute, but it's going to get back to good energy when Jupiter, well, there's going to be an eclipse in Aquarius at the end of this month. Not the end of this month, but in about 20 days. In about 20 days, we're going to have an eclipse in Aquarius, and that's going to be really nice. It's going to be a full moon eclipse, and that will be sextile Jupiter and trine Uranus, so the eclipse in about 20 days will be a really high energy point, and in about 20 days, well, in about a week, it's going to be much more high energy, but it's really going to get more high energy in 20 days, in a good way. So when Venus and Mars are in Aries, they're eventually going to conjoin Uranus, and there's going to be a lot of fire after about 20 days from now. This is going to be the slowest week that we've had in a while. And then after this week, it's going to pick up and pick up until it becomes so opposite of slow that it's very euphoric and energetic and passionate, but there's also going to be a lot of argument and you know, the powers that be will turn us towards this atmosphere of frenzied chaoticness when we have energy that we should be using for motivation. We'll all be feeling opinionated and arguing and stuff, and people will be doing that, but we gotta enjoy the high energiness of it too. So, anytime you've got Jupiter opposition Uranus, Jupiter square Uranus, a Jupiter Uranus aspect, a heavy Uranus aspect, then you're going to get people arguing. You're going to get people getting irritated sometimes, but you're also going to feel very inspired and euphoric. And that's what this whole year is about. Energy it's very Trump-like energy. Trump, uh, I'm not for him. I'm not for any politician, but he is Sun conjunct Uranus. He has a very headstrong type. That's the way Jupiter Uranus type energy is. It's fiery and inspired, but it will make you argue and it could cause division. Anyway, I didn't even want to mention any political shit, but that's how it is. So this will be the slowest few weeks in a while. It's mostly just going to be slow this week, and then it's going to pick up and pick up. And by 20 days from now, with the eclipse, it's going to really pick up. And then when Mars conjoins Uranus, it's going to pick up. When Mars conjoins Uranus, that's going to be a major point of, there could be some kind of false flag attack or something like that then. But we can't be disturbed by that. We can't be taken... We can't be molded into that frenzied, disturbed state of mind. We have to use the energy for our purposes, and not let it be contorted into fear or, turn into some thing that's not going to serve us. So, that's what's going on. If you appreciate this, message the Facebook page in the description of this YouTube video to book an astrology reading. You can get a 20-minute reading just like this video with your chart on the screen for $30. And if you want that, you can email me in the description of this YouTube video, or you can message the Facebook page, Tripsy Astrology Readings, in the description of this video to book a reading. So thank you very much for the support, as always. Much love. Peace.